Now, one of the problems that comes up with rule utilitarianism is you have to create a rule. And one of the problems is if you create too general of a rule, then it's problematic because if it's a rule like don't steal, well, part of utilitarianism is to say, in some cases stealing might be okay because of what happens. And so, for example, is it okay to steal if, your family is starving and it's the only way to feed them? Well, perhaps. I don't know. You'd have to kind of get a little bit, you'd have to come up with a rule in that case. But in some cases, I'm thinking it would be okay to steal. Would it be okay to steal if, you know, or would it be okay to break into a house if you were stranded in the wilderness and it was freezing cold and you were going to die of hypothermia if you didn't break into a place and find shelter? Yeah, it would be okay in that case. But, if can you break into a house because you're cold and you're walking home from school and you get cold? Is it okay to break into your neighbor's house to warm up? No, that's not okay. And so the case is you have to create a rule that is specific enough to the situation, but not too specific that it really becomes an act utilitarian analysis. Like if I crash into the Andes and I'm in this situation and this and this and this, well then you're really just doing an act utilitarian analysis. So the rule has to be general enough to be applicable to many situations, but also specific enough that you're not just doing some overall rule like stealing is it right or wrong, or is murder right or wrong. I mean, it's doing cases like would it be okay to kill somebody who is going to do great harm? Well, I don't know. I mean, possibly. Maybe not. I don't. I mean, it's kind of one of these where you'd have to really look at it, and that's where you're trying to get specific, but not too specific. Because if you get too specific, then you're really just doing an act utilitarian analysis that's applicable to a few other situations. And if you're too general, then you're just doing things like, is it wrong to kill? And that's going to always come up as probably what you would find in traditional, what your parents taught you, do not kill. But with utilitarianism, hardly benefit of it is that it does say that in some cases it is okay, perhaps, to kill somebody. It is okay to kill Hitler. It is okay to do some of these things. And so trying to meet that out and trying to say which rule is it going to be too specific, too general, is one of the challenges that you face.